Hi guys, Anita Buffem here. Welcome to Buffem Beautiful. And on today's video, my producer has some questions that we've gathered from you guys from the social medias. All right, so go ahead, honey. What do you got?
Okay, so these came from a post that you created. They also came from stories, and people called in with questions for a phone number you had.
All right.
So
Oh yeah, I have a Google phone number, honey.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, otherwise I'd say it right here, right now. But maybe that's a good thing because I don't need you bastards calling me out of the blue, leaving me messages.
no.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so the first one is, when and how did you know you wanted to do drag?
I never thought I would do drag. And I sort of fell into it because there was a hole in the ground covered in leaves and I just fell right in. I fell into it through comedy and music and doing a comedy show where I played different characters, and Anita was a character on the show, and she was a fan favorite, and we developed a whole live show on it about Anita, and now here she is.
I'd say most people who started doing drag 10 years ago and before that came about it through a performance reason, whereas nowadays people want to do drag just so they can get on a reality TV show.
Okay. I'll let you say that. I won't say it.
What's the weirdest thing that ever happened during a performance?
I've fallen a few times.
Yes. One time you fell literally flat on your back.
Literally like,
And then got right back
legs
up.
Legs up, V
Right.
in the air, yeah.
But got immediately right back up and continued choreography.
Honey, that's show business. You have to keep going. And when you're on platforms like this, stiletto platforms, come on.
Yeah.
I wore, with a 5 3/4 inch platform shoes, I think I used to wear.
Yeah, that were one size too small.
What? Well, that's because I wanted to make sure they didn't fall off. You have to go half or full size down.
So you squeeze your...
Yeah, because they stretch out and then they don't stay on. They clump off the back of your heel. That's a trick for real girls. Honey, buy your shoes a half size too small or a whole size, depending on what it is. Especially if they're like leather, because they stretch out. And you know how your heels clump off the back of your heels? It's so annoying. Well, that'll solve that. I walked off stage one time in a diva fit, throwing a diva fit.
I wouldn't say it was a fit.
Well, you know, it was a brunch show and everyone was drunk and it was very busy. And I came out and was singing this big number, live singing, belting it out. And people were just so drunk that which I'm glad about. Everyone was having a good time, but my ego got in the way. And I said, screw this. And I shut my mic off, walked off, and nobody even knew. So I don't know if that is says something about me as a performer or what that says, but
Or
that's
it's just
weird.
a bitch.
It's just a bitch. I think probably weird things like touching, like people touch it, thinking they can touch me.
Yeah.
That I'm like public property, they can just have their way with me, which they can. I'm not upset about it. It's a compliment. Bringing up bringing up things about my sexuality.
Yes, I remember once you were doing a private party in Long Island,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the weekend after Caitlyn Jenner had come out. And then people asked you, everyone just assumed you were trans because Caitlyn Jenner was on the cover of Vanity Fair.
Or they assume that drag has something to do with my sexuality.
Right.
Now, sure, most drag queens I think are gay men.
Yeah.
Not all, most.
Some
But
are
for
women.
me, my drag has nothing to do with my sexuality.
That's right.
I can't imagine drag being part of my sexuality. It's very uncomfortable just sitting here.
What is your least favorite part of drag?
Probably the climate right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's such a saturation of drag. It's great because Drag Race has made drag mainstream and has brought drag into the homes of middle America. But I think on the business side, it's made it a little more difficult because the pay rate is so much lower. And I think people think that drag is only what they see on Drag Race. And so...
Well,
yeah, I think that's
Drag Race doesn't even necessarily showcase the best of the performers that are on there.
Sure. I mean, a lot of those girls are very talented.
Yeah.
Some of them are just, I say just, but I mean, they're look queens, and that's a talent too. But the queens that have the talent that that resonates with me are the queens that can get on stage for 2 hours, you pay a ticket price for, and you're happy to pay it, and you love the show, and they can entertain the room for 2 hours. I can't imagine seeing a look queen or death drops for 2 hours and having it retain my attention.
Right. If a TV producer contacted you to do a drag TV show, what would the show concept be?
What do you mean if, honey?
Well, that's happened before, but we won't talk about it in case it resurfaces somehow.
Okay. What would I... Okay, so let's just pretend it never happened.
Okay.
I've always... And this is not what it was. I've always wanted to do like a sitcom about Anita. And the character that she is and the world that she lives in. And a lot of times you'll hear me talk about other characters in Anita's world. And I'd like to see them. So yeah.
So a very Italian-American, Queens, New York-y, colorful show.
Sure. Yeah.
This is just a comment, but you always try to keep a positive outlook on life, and you are so inspiring. Thank you.
That's nice. I think that that's something that I get from my audience as well. So for me, a lot of times I'm like, why am I doing this? You know, like, yes, there's these little things I enjoy about it, but it is hard work. And then I make a connection with someone who's like, drag has helped me so much, or you have helped me so much, or this makes me feel much better. Your videos get me through a day, or whatever, which feels very strange to, makes me feel like I have a big head when I say that, but it helps me go, okay, that makes me feel good in return. And so we kind of fuel each other.
Mm-hmm. Someone says you are so funny and inspirational.
I know.
Someone says you're so talented.
I know.
Your good friend, Gregory Patterson.
Oh, I love Gregory Patterson, honey. Oh, you guys, check out Gregory Patterson on the Instagram. He's a famous hairstylist. He's on the QVCs. He travels all over the world doing hair. He should do my hair sometime, honey. Don't you think? Look at This is what happens in quorum times. Honey, the gays are essential. I tried to color and cut my hair myself, and look what happened.
What color would you call that?
Burnt umber, honey. But it's not what I was going for, honey. And, you know, the gays are essential because they do hair. So they should be allowed to work.
Well, Gregory Patterson says, I'm chuckling through all of your videos. You need to do a live masterclass. You doing makeup on someone, maybe me. How to do makeup for the first time.
I would love that. Yes. Sign me up.
After
Let's do it.
quarantine, you and Gregory will do a video.
After quarantine, if we have to wear a mask, that's fine, honey. We can do it. I would love doing that. We did do a master class in actressing. We live streamed that. That was a success.
Which you can watch on your IGTV.
IGTV. It's not on the YouTubes?
I don't know.
We got to get on the YouTube somehow.
Okay.
Because I have a different audience, honey.
All right. Maybe you can do another master class.
All right.
In actressing. Okay. Someone asked, how is recovery? From what?
Hello.
From her nose job or her back surgery?
Well, my nose job is fabulous. There's a video about that. Check it out. If you're talking about back surgery, we're coming upon... This summer will be 3 years, which I can't believe. And I still have some residual nerve damage. I have a drop foot on the left side, which means I can't pick my foot up. And on the right side, I can't go up my tiptoes. So I have opposite weakness in my legs. But I'm confident that's going to come back. It makes it so I can't wear heels. So that's a little bit of a challenge. You know, I'm adapting. I have a brace. I have 2 braces. One I wear more often than another. I probably should wear them both. So I have a new normal.
Someone has diamonds or pearls?
Diamonds, honey. Well, wait a minute. We're talking about the jewelry. We're talking about Prince's singers.
No. Well, Prince's singers.
Still, I would say diamond.
So
poor Pearl. That's got to be horrible. Could you imagine being Prince's backup singers and you're like, okay, we're going to give her your name. You're going to be Diamond, and you'll be Pearl.
Yeah. Square cut or pear shaped?
It depends on what part of the body I'm wearing it on.
Oh, okay. And what color diamond?
Honey, clear, crystal clear, beautiful gold clear.
You don't like a yellow diamond or the pink diamond?
No, pink maybe, but that looks fake to me.
Yeah.
Like, see this pink diamond right here, honey.
Yeah.
Looks fake.
What are you doing this weekend?
Well, it's warm times. Well, Sunday I have brunch with Maxie. We'll be doing a live stream brunch with my the gorgeous Maxie. I love him to death. One of my best friends.
Sunday.
Every Sunday at 1 o'clock on the Instagrammies. We make a beverage. You can watch us make a beverage. You can follow along and make the beverage with us. And we talk about housewives. We talk about Drag Race. We talk about what's going on in the world. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. And Saturday, I don't know what I'll be doing.
All right. Well, and then the last one is, hey, Anita, follow me. That's just a comment. So.
Yeah, all right. Hold on, everybody stop. Everyone stop what you're doing. Let me follow. Goddamn bots. All right, you guys, I love you so much. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Anita Buffem. And be sure to lead with love and positivity, and you will be Buffem beautiful.